Hello, hi, my dear students. Open your book and pen. Be ready to note down the important points. Today, we are going to learn a new chapter of class 10 standard is circles. You studied about circle already in the 9th standard. Let us try to recall the circle. In a day-to-day life, you will find circle. If you see the wheel, the spokes of the wheel will be there like this, cycle wheel. It is circular in shape. If you see the circles, Gandhi circle, Jubilee circle, whenever you go on the roads, the circle you come across everyday life. Even if you see the sun and the moon at a total lunar eclipse or total solar eclipse, you will find that they are circular in shape. Like this, there are many things in our day-to-day life which are circular in shape. Now, here we are going to understand what is a circle. Whenever you think of a circle, there will be, at the center, there will be a fixed point. Surrounding this fixed point, there are some set of points which are equidistant from the center. Suppose this is a circle, all these points are equidistant. If I draw a smooth curve passing through all these points, you will get the shape of the circle. This particular smooth curve, what do you call this smooth curve as? This smooth curve, we call it as circumference. Circumference of the circle or perimeter of the circle. Perimeter of the circle. And this fixed point, we call it as the center of the circle. What is constant distance? If you join any two points from the center to a point A, from the center to another point B, from the center to another point C, what OA, OB, OC represent? All of them have got the same length. This distance we call it as, yes, correct, it is called as radius of the circle. What other parts of the circle you learnt in the 9th standard? You studied in the 9th standard different parts of the circle. First of all, our question is what a circle is. What is a circle? Circle can be defined as a plane figure. There are two types of figure, plane figure and solid figures. Cone, sphere are solid figures. Triangle, rectangle, parallelogram, circle are plane figures. See, this is a plane figure, geometrical figure, plane geometrical figure. What is a circle? Circle is a plane geometrical figure. Plane geometrical figure. And it is defined as, a circle is defined as a plane figure which consists of set of points which are equidistant from a fixed point. A circle is a plane figure which consists of set of points equidistant from a fixed point. Let us write the definition of the circle. Circle is a set of points which are equidistant from a fixed point. Which are equidistant from a fixed point. That fixed point we call it as center, and the constant distance from the center to any point on the circumference we call it as radius. What are the other parts of the circle you learned in the 9th standard? You learned about this particular line. Suppose that I join any two points AB on the circle, what you call it as? Yes, it is called as chord of the circle. Line joining any two points on the circumference is called as chord of the circle. And if I draw a particular chord passing through the center of the circle, suppose O is the center of the circle. If I take a CD, what a CD? Is a CD a chord? Yes, definitely it is a chord. But what is the difference between AB and CD? In AB, this chord is not passing through the center, but you can observe the CD chord passing through the center. Any chord passing through the center is called as, yes, diameter of the circle. What is the diameter? So diameter is the biggest chord of the circle. You can say diameter is the biggest chord of the circle. Biggest chord of the circle. And what is the length of the diameter? Yes, length of the diameter. Suppose this OD is R and OC is R. Then the diameter is represented by relation D is equal to 2R. Right? You come across every now and then a particular symbol. What this symbol stands for? Symbol stands for pi. This particular pi is nothing but the ratio of the perimeter of the circle or circumference of the circle divided by diameter. You take any circle of any radius, this ratio is found to be always constant. That constant is called in geometry as pi. Its value also, every now and then you are using, its value is 22/7, which is 3.142, used as a constant in calculations. Then what pi is defined as? Pi is defined as the ratio of circumference to the diameter of a circle, any circle. This ratio will be constant. This constant is taken as pi. Pi is a constant of a circle, and the circumference. What is the formula to get circumference of a circle? What is circumference? Circumference means total length of the circle. If I cut this circle and convert it into a straight line, and if I measure this length, that length is mathematically found to be equal to 2 pi r. And this particular numerator will be 2 pi r. You know that the diameter is 2r. If 2 cancels, r cancels, you get the pi. Yes. Pi is a constant of a circle. Its value is 22/7, 3.142. Okay. Let us come to some other points. It is a chord of a circle, diameter of the circle. Also, you learned about the major segment, the minor segment, the major arc, minor arc, already in the 9th standard. So, let us look into these in the already studied it. What we are going to learn in this chapter, we will try to discuss. Note down important points from the board. Yes, let us continue. In this chapter, particularly in the 10th standard, there are two theorems, important theorems on tangents. So let us try to understand what is a tangent. Even in trigonometry also you come across tan theta, sec theta. What that tan stands for, that is tangent. You study in trigonometry also. These particular words of tan theta, sec theta are derived from the geometrical meaning, that is tangent and secant. We'll try to understand what are tangents and secants. Suppose that I draw a circle and a line. How a particular line and the circle can be related to each other, let us try to understand. If I draw a line here, say a line AB not at all touching the circle, and if I draw another line here, say LM meeting the circle at T, and if I draw another line here, say XY cutting the circle at C and D, what is the difference you are getting? Observe it. Whenever you take a circle and the line, there are only three cases. Line may be not at all touching the circle. Such line is called as non-intersecting circle, non-intersecting line, non-intersecting line, intersecting line. And what is the difference you are observing in LM? LM is touching or meeting the circle at a particular point. Such a line which meets the circle at one and only one point is called as a tangent of the circle. What is tangent of the circle? A line which meets the circle, at only one point. At only one point is called tangent to the circle. Is called tangent to the circle. to the circle. And you can observe that this particular tangent is meeting this particular circle at the point T. What this point T is called as? Point T is called as point of contact. What it is called as? Point of contact. The point where the tangent meets the circle is called as point of contact. In the figure, point of contact is T. Okay, let us come into another line. What this line XY is called as? Observe, XY is intersecting the circle at 2 points, that is C and D. Such a line which intersects the circle at 2 points is called as secant of the circle. Is called as secant of the circle. How can I define a secant? A line which cuts the circle or intersects the circle at 2 points. At 2 points is called as secant of the circle. You can observe in the figure secant of the circle. What XY is doing? Secant of the circle. XY is cutting the circle at C and D. What is CD is geometrically? CD is nothing but the chord of the circle. You can say that chord of a circle is a line segment of this secant. This is a secant. Chord is nothing but the line segment of a secant. So that is the difference between a line non-intersecting, a line touching, a line cutting. Right? So in this chapter we are learning about more about the properties of the tangent to the circle. See, let us learn a little more about how the tangents can be drawn to a circle with respect to the circle. Suppose that I take a circle here, right? Suppose that there are 3 points. One point is inside the circle, O is the center of the circle. One point is outside the circle, right? Another point is on the circle. Say, how many tangents you can draw from any point inside the circle? No, because it is inside the circle, it will cut the circle. Therefore, it will not meet the circle. Therefore, no tangents can be drawn from any point inside the circle. How many tangents you can draw? On the circle you can draw how many? One and only one tangent. Suppose that I take this tangent as T1 tangent. If I draw another line here passing through R, observe what it is doing. It is cutting this particular circle at 2 points. It becomes a secant but not a tangent. How many tangents you can draw? You can draw only one tangent from a point or at a point to a circle. Suppose that there is a point outside the circle. Maximum how many tangents you can draw from an external point? Observe, you can draw one tangent from here. Sorry, let me draw one tangent from here, another tangent from here. Maximum how many tangents you can draw? Maximum you can draw 2 tangents from the external point. In the chapter, we are learning 2 theorems based on a tangent which is on the circle and the tangents from external point to the circle. These properties of these tangents from an external point, tangent at a point, we are learning in the form of the theorem in this chapter.